Hello everyone, I hope you're staying warm and cozy as we begin to feel the first hints of the changing season. As we stand here on October 14th, 2025, the air is starting to carry that familiar crispness of autumn. The leaves are turning brilliant shades of red and gold, and you can almost smell the promise of winter in the breeze. People are bundling up just a little more, and the days are growing shorter, reminding us that another season is on the horizon. But this year, the weather models are telling a story that goes far beyond a typical change of seasons. Meteorologists across the country are watching their screens with a mix of excitement and concern, as the data points to something truly extraordinary. The patterns emerging are unlike anything we've seen in recent years, hinting at a winter that could be both historic and unforgettable. We're looking at a winter that could rival or even surpass the legendary season of 2013 to 2014. Remember the relentless polar vortex and heavy snow? That winter brought record-breaking cold snaps, cities buried under feet of snow, and a nation that learned just how powerful Mother Nature can be. This year, the setup is eerily similar, and some experts are even predicting that we could see more intense conditions in certain areas. The developing patterns suggest an early start, a late finish, and a powerful punch of cold and snow across the United States. From the first flurries in the north to the last icy blast in the south, this winter could stretch on longer than usual, with storms arriving earlier and lingering well into spring. The satellite images already show massive systems brewing, hinting at the scale of what's to come. Once the Arctic air arrives, it's not leaving anytime soon. These cold masses are expected to settle in and dominate the weather for weeks at a time, bringing with them not just snow, but biting winds and dangerously low temperatures. For many, it will mean extra layers, more time spent indoors, and a renewed respect for the power of winter. Nearly every region, from the northern plains to the deep south, from the east coast to the Rockies, will feel the effects. Even places that usually escape the worst of winter may find themselves facing unusual cold or unexpected snowfall. The reach of this winter could be truly nationwide, touching millions of lives and transforming familiar landscapes into winter wonderlands or icy challenges. We'll break down the forecast month by month, highlight the regions in the bullseye, and show you where the most extreme cold and snow will hit. From December's first big storms to the deep freeze of January and the lingering chills of March, we'll help you prepare for what's ahead. Whether you're planning travel, thinking about your home heating, or just curious about what's coming, we've got you covered. Whether you love the snow or dread the cold, this is a winter that will make its presence known. For some, it's a chance to enjoy snow days, build snowmen, and sip hot cocoa by the fire. For others, it means bracing for tough commutes, shoveling driveways, and keeping an eye on the forecast. No matter your perspective, this winter will be impossible to ignore. Let's dive into the details and see what's driving this epic forecast. We'll explore the science behind the predictions, the global patterns influencing our weather, and the key factors that could make this winter one for the record books. Stay tuned as we unravel the mysteries of the coming months and help you get ready for whatever winter has in store. The stage is set for a winter that will test our resilience and remind us of the raw power of nature. As we look ahead, remember, preparation and awareness are your best tools. So grab your warmest coat, stock up on supplies, and join us as we track what could be one of the most memorable winters in recent history. Late October is typically a time when families flock to pumpkin patches, children crunch through piles of colorful leaves, and the air is filled with the crisp scent of autumn. The landscape is usually painted in vibrant reds, oranges, and golds, and people savor the last mild days before winter sets in. But this year, the familiar rhythm of the seasons is being disrupted. Instead of a gentle transition, winter is barging in early and with remarkable intensity, catching many off guard. Meteorologists are tracking a significant Arctic blast, set to arrive just as Halloween approaches. Forecast models show a surge of frigid air plunging deep into the northern United States, shattering temperature records and bringing a taste of winter far ahead of schedule. Cities like Billings, Bismarck, and Minneapolis are bracing for a major snow event, with some areas expected to receive up to a foot of snow before the calendar even flips to November. For many, this will be the earliest significant snowfall in years. This early season storm, powered by a relentless Arctic front, will lock in cold air and quickly build up a thick snowpack. Roads could become treacherous, and visibility may drop as blizzard conditions develop in some regions. temperatures are forecast to plummet by as much as 25 degrees in just a matter of days, leaving residents scrambling to dig out winter coats, hats, and gloves much earlier than usual. For those living in the northern states, the message is unmistakable. Winter is not waiting its turn this year. People are already shoveling driveways, scraping ice from windshields, and preparing their homes for the long, cold months ahead. The arrival of this Arctic blast is just the opening act in what forecasters predict will be a long and intense winter season. The sky grows darker, clouds thicken, and a sense of anticipation fills the air as the first true snowstorm of the season approaches. The ground will freeze solid much earlier than normal, and lakes and ponds will begin to ice over, signaling the true arrival of winter. Outdoor activities will shift, and the landscape will transform almost overnight. As November dawns, winter will already be in full swing, setting the stage for a season that promises to be both challenging and unforgettable for communities across the northern U.S. November's winter pattern will only intensify. The storm track stays active, bringing back-to-back systems across the Rockies and Midwest. Denver, Salt Lake City, and Cheyenne could see up to 40 inches of snow before December. The upper Midwest, Minneapolis, Green Bay, Chicago, faces a historic month, with Chicago possibly getting 20 inches by Thanksgiving. Persistent lake-effect snow will bury cities for days at a time. Even Portland, Oregon could see close to a foot of snow. The relentless cold and snow will reinforce each other, making it hard for any warm-ups to take hold. By month's end, much of the country will be locked in a deep freeze. November will be defined by a continuous winter siege. December tightens winter's grip as the jet stream plunges south, opening the door for Arctic air to invade the central and southern U.S. Texas, Oklahoma, and even northern Louisiana could see multiple disruptive winter storms. The Rockies' snowpack will be exceptionally deep, topping 100 inches in places. The Midwest and Great Lakes will be pounded by snow. Cleveland, Detroit, and Buffalo could surpass 40 inches before Christmas. Buffalo may see up to 60 inches, with blizzards shutting down the city. The dominant pattern sustained deep cold and frequent snow and ice. For millions, the holidays will be defined by frigid temperatures and challenging travel. January is the core of this winter's deep freeze. A massive dome of Arctic high pressure will anchor over the central and eastern U.S., trapping the region in extreme cold for weeks. Highs may not climb out of the single digits from the Dakotas to Missouri. Chicago, Indianapolis, and Milwaukee could see 3 weeks below freezing, with wind chills plunging to -20. The snow won't let up. Minneapolis could reach 75 inches for the season. Buffalo over 100. Huge snow piles and constant plowing will transform the landscape. This prolonged cold will test power grids, infrastructure, and public health. Frostbite and hypothermia will be real threats. January will cement this winter's place in the record books. February brings little relief. Deep snowpack keeps the cold locked in. Wisconsin and Michigan could see 3 to 4 feet on the ground. Upstate New York up to 6 feet. Denver may hit 110 inches for the season. Minneapolis 80. Boston 60. The deep freeze will persist into March, delaying any real signs of spring. Melting will be slow, with some areas not seeing bare ground until mid-April. The risk of spring flooding rises as the snowpack finally gives way. This winter won't bow out quietly. Late-season storms are likely. The long duration will leave a lasting impact on everything from agriculture to local budgets. The South and East Coast become a battleground where Arctic air meets Gulf and Atlantic moisture. The I-95 corridor will see everything from heavy snow to messy mixes of sleet and freezing rain. Atlanta, Nashville, and Memphis could see rare, disruptive snow and ice events. Dallas and Fort Worth may get several inches of snow and face the threat of damaging ice storms. The exact storm track will determine whether cities get snow, ice, or just cold rain. Forecasting will be challenging. Residents must stay alert. Preparation is essential as the risk for high-impact storms is higher than it's been in years. The West Coast will have a different, but still active winter. Extreme cold will mostly spare California, Oregon, and Washington, but an active Pacific storm track will bring heavy rain and mountain snow. The Sierra Nevada could see up to 200 inches, crucial for water supplies. Ski resorts will thrive, but flooding and landslides are possible, especially in burn scar areas. Portland and Seattle should prepare for several snow events, not just rain. The relentless Pacific storms will be a mixed blessing, good for reservoirs, but challenging for daily life. The West Coast's winter will be defined by moisture, not cold, but it will be just as impactful. This winter will test our preparedness as much as our patience. As temperatures drop and storms loom on the horizon, it's crucial to take proactive steps to protect your home, your family, and yourself. The cold season can bring unexpected challenges, from power outages to icy roads. So, planning ahead is your best defense. Now is the time to act, before the first storm hits. Schedule a professional inspection for your heating system to ensure it's running efficiently and safely. Don't forget to replace filters and check for any signs of wear. Seal up drafts around windows and doors with weather stripping or caulk to keep the warmth in and the cold out, which can also help lower your energy bills. Stock up on ice melt, sand, and snow removal tools like sturdy shovels and a reliable snowblower. Having these supplies on hand before the first flakes fall means you won't be caught off guard when the weather turns. Prepare your vehicle for winter conditions. Check your tires for proper tread and pressure. Test your battery and top off antifreeze. Consider switching to winter tires if you live in an area with heavy snowfall. Keep a winter emergency kit in your car. This should include blankets to stay warm if you get stranded, extra warm clothes, a flashlight with spare batteries, and a well-stocked first aid kit. Add a reflective vest or flares to increase your visibility in case of roadside emergencies. Don't forget jumper cables, high-energy snacks, and bottled water. A small shovel and ice scraper can also be lifesavers if you get stuck. Stay informed. Sign up for local weather alerts on your phone and follow reliable forecasts on TV or online. Knowing what's coming gives you time to prepare and adjust your plans. Make a family plan for power outages or travel disruptions. Discuss where to meet if you get separated and how to communicate if cell service is down. Keep flashlights, candles, and extra batteries in easy-to-find places. Keep at least 3 days' worth of food, water, and essential medications on hand. Choose non-perishable foods that don't require cooking, and remember pet supplies if you have animals. Simple steps now can make all the difference when winter hits hard. Preparing in advance means you can focus on staying safe and comfortable rather than scrambling at the last minute. Stay safe, stay warm, and look out for neighbors who may need extra help during severe weather. With a little preparation, you'll be ready for whatever this epic season brings. Winter may be fierce, but together, we can weather the storm.